I know everybody can bring it up. All right. Check 1 2 1 2. All right. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's the big old deal, man? It's y'all favorite hood partner, Big Nina Boy, and we back cracking with another one. Yeah, so look, man. So we got new details on the Tory Lanez stabbing, man. Yeah, man. It's a lot of people, man, that's acting like they ass is on the 4-yard. You know what I'm saying? I just got intel, and this is not facts. You know, I got to keep it Fendi with y'all, right? So they're saying, you know, Tory Lanez on the S&Y yard. You see what I'm saying? And that's how all of this is taking place. He wasn't on no main line, and he wasn't trooping with the troopers. He on the 4-yard having it his way. Now, a lot of people have called in to Tehachapi. They got these people telling all these stories. Half them dudes are smokers, crackheads, and want to, you know, get some of this clout. You know what I'm saying? Let me be the first one to tell what really happened. You know what I'm saying? And that's not the case. But yeah, we go double down on this, man. We go follow the new trail. We go see what's going on, man. We go see what they standing on. But at the same time, be mindful, man. At the end of the day, none of this is facts, homie. A lot of these people out here, they popping, they 1 2, like they know, like they actually on that 4-yard. But I mean, you know, on that S&Y yard. So, you know, free Tory Lanez. It's some new evidence that's coming out that he actually didn't even shoot. You know, a lot of people said he did it. But I know how sometimes situations could get, you know what I'm saying? You know, you smacking her, and then you know their homegirl looking good, you smack her. Shit, you know, females get irate, get to, you know, putting their hands on you and shit. He trying to pull a gun out. He like, wait, and pop. You know what I'm saying? Pop that ass in that little pinky toe. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you shot me. Shut up. But now, you know, at the end of the day, let's go back down this rabbit hole. Let's see what really happened. You know, we got to go back down this rabbit hole, y'all. We ain't gonna put paint where it ain't. You know, a lot of people standing on, oh, I know what really happened. Shit, y'all. You know, shit, motherfucker. So anyway, with that being said, let's get into this reaction. Shout out to the people pulling up in the chat. Normally I wait longer, but I can't wait today, so the show must goes on. So let's get it. 5, 4, Trey, Deuce. Let's get it.
Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times.
Tory Lanez is angling to get released after the stabbing incident yesterday. If what you are about to hear is true, he could find his way out of prison. But what do you think? Did he take the rap for something he didn't do? Or is this an angle? Get in the comments with your thoughts. Before we hear from Brick Baby on this situation, let's hear this clip.
Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times. Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked.
All right, yeah. Free Tory Lanez, cuz that's all I want to hear, baby. Hey, don't give me that shit. Hey, I had to hear it. I have to hear it. Free Tory Lanez, man. Yeah. They about to free that boy. They about to free that boy. Come on, man. And then on top of that, though, look how long he been. First of all, oh girl, I don't know what Kelsey did with her life, but Tory Lanez is a millionaire. For him, man, come on. Man, can we say lawsuit? Ching ching. Must be the money. Yeah, motherfucker. That nigga finna get paid. You understand me? And he took 14. That man hit him in the torso. All that shit, nigga. I seen a nigga get hit. Mama, stop. I done seen some niggas get hit. Shit, I seen a grown man do the Harlem Shake. Wiggle out that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So I done seen this go down before, man. It's not a pretty sight, man. This is very dangerous. Yeah, man. So, man, Boy, listen, homie. You know, a lot of people like, yeah, he was on the main line, man. He was with the killers and the gorillas and the drug dealers. Nah, man, it came back that, you know, he's on the SNY yard. Who the actual reason, you know, they saying it was, you know, allegedly Tory Lanez looked at one of the dude's wives, and that's how he got hit. And then there was another story about how Tory Lanez, he was on that old boy was on the set on the same tier as him, and he wanted them pedos, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? Tory Lanez was on some gangster ish and was tripping about him being next to him, you know what I'm saying? A couple cells down, like I don't want no pedos on my tier, you know what I'm saying? And I know Tory Lanez got a little, he a little cocky, you know what I'm saying? He with the shit. Don't get it twisted. Hey, P, how you doing this afternoon? But nah, listen, man. I say like this, man. For you young dudes, man, look, he took 14, man, and he could have died. Most time, when you went behind the walls and somebody come up on you with that bone crusher, I'm talking about when they had that bone crusher, right? And yes, this is a pen because I don't want to violate any YouTube laws, but and I'm gonna close the top. When it's that bone crusher and somebody is hitting you all up in here, man, I'm telling you, digging. That's the worst way to get. Look, shoot me. I ain't scared to get shot. I've been shot. But when a nigga up close and personal hitting up in here and you poking and you can't get that dude, that's personal. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have. Let me tell you something. You gotta find. It's a whole different type of energy to have that type of, reaction towards another human being. Like, when you pulling that trigger, it's just different. But when you stabbing somebody, your mindset has to be locked in and knowing you finna go do what you got to do. You smelling what I'm selling? That ain't no walk in the park. Everybody, just because you can shoot don't mean you can stab somebody. I don't recommend doing that to anybody, man. Let me tell you something. Hey, once you pass your 30s, that's your last years of fighting. When you get 40, you're not fighting at 40, 50, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, but getting hit with one of them bone crushers, homie, that gotta be a scary sight. You see what I'm saying? Because you bleed out. You see what I'm saying? That's personal. That's up close. You gotta get your man. You know what I'm saying? And Tehachapi ain't one. Oh man. Well, let me just say this. That ain't my lane to speak on what's going on. Tehachapi, I don't know. I ain't hip Tehachapi. You know what I'm saying? But but at the same time, man, free Tory Lanez, man. And if he did, get, wrongfully, convicted for something that he didn't do, let's say he's going to have a big payout. Let's say he's going to be very well taken care of. On top of that, you get this. He got lawyers. They're going to sue. They're going to sue. That man, come on, man. Y'all put that boy in a dangerous situation and he was wrongfully convicted. So an innocent man got stabbed up in Tehachapi prison. Man, I can see the timelines going crazy, man. Let's go.
Knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. The passenger side is where Miss Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Miss Pete, did not shoot at Miss Pete, or did not assault Miss Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case.
All right, so yeah, let's get up out of here. That nigga in jail himself. I ain't finna be. Nigga, you in jail, your motherfucking self. We ain't finna do all that shit. Hold on, let me find the other one real fast, y'all. Give me 1 second. Stop pulling that one up. All right, give me 1 second, gang. Give me 1 second, boy. Give me 1 second, boy. All right, Give me 1 second while I pull it up. Y'all give me 1 second. Yeah, I gotta find that other video. Yeah, hold on. Y'all make sure I got the right one so I don't somebody else. All right, I got it. Go. All right, we on. Shout out to everybody pulling up to the live, man. I know I ain't been dropping consistent and all that, man. I've been trying to take care of this business. Go.
All right, everybody. First off, my name is Caesar McDowell. I am the CEO and co-founder of Unite the People. We're a nonprofit organization that promotes social justice as well as provides affordable legal services for the underserved community here in the state of California. Today, we want to thank everybody for coming out, all of the press, all of the fans, everyone that's here today. We want to say thank you for coming. Today, we're going to hear some really, really compelling new evidence that you've never heard before. Our legal team will explain all of that to you. We will have updates on Tory Lanez, Mr. Peterson, on how he's doing. It's really sad to see the situation that he's in. And we think it's time, enough is enough. It's time to bring the brother home. So with that, I would like to bring up our lead consultant, Mr. Walter Roberts.
Good morning. We are here today to bring to your attention some information Unite the People believes is exculpatory in Mr. Daystar Peterson's case, professionally known as Tory Lanez. Recently, we've been made aware that a member of the media, Mr. Gianno Caldwell, was working on an op-ed for the New York Post regarding Mr. Peterson's innocence. During his work on that op-ed, he became aware of some information in Unite the People's possession regarding a statement that was given to Unite the People by someone with information relevant to that case. The New York Post recently reached out to the prior district attorney, George Gascon, Megan Pete and her representatives, and Kelsey Harris and her representatives. The only party that responded last week was Megan Pete's representatives with a request for more information. A few days later, Mr. Peterson's brutally attacked in his jail cell. Unite the People represents Daystar Peterson in his appellate process. We filed an appellate brief and a writ of habeas corpus on his behalf. The district attorney's office has already responded. The case is fully briefed. We're just waiting for the appellate court's decision.
So they already knew. Boy, they was trying to finish that boy, man. Hey, unfinished business. Come on, man. This ain't like no New York shit. Nah, don't give me that. Ain't no $1.50. They tried to put that boy in a chili bowl. You see what I'm saying? Boy, listen, homie, that right there, that tells you that it's some corruption going on. They tried to finish that dude, man. You see what happened? And this for you young niggas, man. Listen, man, you better, hey, man, stop trying to stick your chicken in every nest, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to run up in everything, man, because sometimes, look, these women that get together and nigga point it on you. You see what I'm saying? He was innocent this whole time, homie. This whole time. But at the same time, There's no empathy or no sympathy for nobody who don't believe in their own life. You know, he had the opportunity to take this shit to trial. I mean, go all the way 12 in the box. You see what I'm saying? You took that deal and shit, nigga, you know? Yeah, nah, man. But at the same time, this is crazy work, y'all. This is crazy. This is extremely bad because this shows you that our justice system does not work. How do y'all, it's multiple people that's sitting in prison right now. You know what I'm saying? That still carry that same merit of, you know, hey, they convicted you, you're guilty. In the court of law, you're guilty. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Fendi, man. This ain't Fendi, man. I swear to goodness, man. I don't, you know, yeah, man. Let's keep it Fendi, man. Let's keep it Fendi, man. But sitting back looking at this, man, this first of all, salute to his father for number one. His father has been an advocate, somebody who been making noise in the public media for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? You know it's his daddy. You know, they both got that, you know what I'm saying, them extensions and shit, them headlines and shit. Yeah, shout out to Canada, by the way. But now let's get to this, man. That's crazy, man. They got an innocent boy getting stabbed up behind them walls this whole time. All I say is I hope that he get whatever he deserved, man. I'm talking millions. I'm talking millions of dollars. I truly believe somebody like Tory Lanez, he's a strong dude. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, strong dude. I think he like 5'1", 5'2", you know what I'm saying? But strong, man. You know, got a good head on the shoulder, man. So I think he gonna come out on top. Let's go.
Willing to wait for the appellate process to play out. But given that brutal, unprovoked attack, we felt it necessary to come here today to provide you with this information. It is our intention to make a request to the governor to either pardon or commute the sentence of Mr. Peterson so that when he recovers from this attack, he's not returned to a jail cell, but that he's allowed to go home and recover. Not long ago, Unite the People was approached by a gentleman named Bradley James. Mr. James informed us he was working as the bodyguard and driver for Ms. Kelsey Harris during Mr. Peterson's trial. As such, he was in close proximity and he had privy to conversations she was having with her husband and others. Mr. James informed us he was not under a non-disclosure agreement or a confidentiality agreement and was free to speak with Unite the People, and that he was doing it because his conscience would not let him not speak and leave a man in prison for something he did not do. Mr. James informed Unite the People that he was a witness to the conversation Ms. Harris had, where she stated she had the gun, she fired it 3 times, Mr. Peterson grabbed her arm and knocked it down, and the gun fired 2 more times. In essence, Mr. Peterson never shot anybody, never even touched that gun, never fired the gun. This statement aligns with the statement of the only non-party witness to the case, Mr. Sean Kelly, who at trial testified he saw 2 women fighting, 2 men break up the fight, 1 man grabbed the other one's arm. Gunshots came from the passenger side. The passenger side is where Ms. Harris was sitting. This further iterates that Mr. Peterson did not shoot Ms. Pete, did not shoot at Ms. Pete, or did not assault Ms. Pete. It's just another irregularity in a list of irregularities in this case. For example, there were 3 potential suspects in the car that night, and yet the only DNA sample was taken of Mr. Peterson, even though unknown DNA was found on the gun. Why wasn't Ms. Harris's DNA?
It was 2 suspects because Meg can't be a suspect for herself.
Why wasn't the driver of the car, Mr. Jaquan Smith's DNA taken? Or was it taken and again, simply not given to the defense? We don't know.
All right, Chad, let's keep it real now, man. How y'all feel about Megan though, right? Hey, is it fair to say, would he be wrong if he filed charges on her? Because she knew that he didn't shoot her. You see what I'm saying? She did all that media press, all that shit, man. You know, I feel like this. You know what I'm saying? Oh, And they were like, oh no, man, look, you know, I want to sue her motherfucking ass. Hell, motherfucking yeah, nigga. You got me running around here, nigga. It's motherfucking Predos and you know, them SNY yards, them niggas like chili on their hot dog and shit. All that trauma that he had to experience, hearing niggas screaming themselves, hey, stop, and all that crazy ass shit. Nah, is it wrong? If he say, nah, hey, send her ass to Chowchilla. Send her ass, nah, bring her ass to California. No, Chowchilla. She can get that pen time too. Hell yeah. Man, she's 7 foot tall. Hell, lock her ass up too. Fuck that. It's 2025, baby. Hell yeah, get that. She said, man, get that long nose ass shit. Bring that nose over here, baby. Time to go to jail, baby. Now you talk all that gangster shit in your music, talking about you need a rider and a killer. Bitch, let me come see you be a rider and a killer. Cause that nigga just did some time. You know what I'm saying? And shit, nigga, hey. He was in there with pedos and shit, niggas, and you know, all that crazy ass. Man, look, I don't feel shit for him, but I just, nigga, shit. Goddamn, boy, shit. First of all, I'm not going on no motherfucking yard where niggas is over there playing with their exit and all that shit. Nigga, send me where the killers at. I don't care. I'm not a celebrity, nigga. Send me where the killers. I don't want to be around that shit. It stink over here. It stink. It smell like shit, son. It smell like shit. We don't want that. So, come on, Megan. Bring your ass. Hey. Bring your ass. Yeah. There ain't no sausage party where I'm. Hey, because I wake up. Go ahead, let me out the cell. Not today. I ain't, nah, nigga. Don't give me that shit. Hell nah, nigga. Shit. See, we was raised in the 90s. You see, your uncles and them said, you go to jail, fool, you drop the soap. A nigga will be standing next to you. Hey, you need help with that soap? Nah, bitch, I'll stab your ass. Nah, look, man. On the real, Megan Thee Stallion did the whole press. I seen that media when what's that news anchor? She said, "Did you have any sexual relations with Tory Lanez?" And she was like laughing, like what? Like, and she started like no and all. And you know that little nigga was hitting that little giraffe pussy. Man, ain't nothing wrong with the little tall thing, man. I had one of them, two of them. I knocked her ass down though, but you know what I mean. Had their ass bow-legged walking to the bathroom. TMI. All right, that's all right. It's all right though. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. On the flip side though, right? I'm sitting back and I'm like, damn, justice for Tory Lanez. Justice for Tory Lanez. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, bring that nose over here. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, what she say? She need a rider. Like, what's the other little nigga name from North Carolina? The nigga that rap good and shit. The baby. I need a rider. You know that nigga that pop somebody and shit. Man, look, come on, we playing all that music, man. We playing all that music, man. Bring your nose over here. You know what I'm saying? It's time to do some jail time, baby. Yeah, nah, I don't give a fuck. You graduated from college and shit. Nobody give a shit. Let's see how gangster your ass get now. Talk that shit now. Talk that shit now. What is that news anchor lady name? She asked. She's the African American young lady who interviewed her in regards to this Tory Lanez situation, man. And I was sitting back. I'm like, immediately, I said, yeah, nigga, he hit that. Yeah, he hit that. You know what I'm saying? He put the hard drive in the software. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He put the Pokemon in the Pikachu. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people been calling in from the pens, giving all the, like I said, man, everybody have their stories and connections. I got my connections. Oh, Gail. Yeah. Gail King. There you go. Shout out to you, Nate. I see you. But listen, I see you too, Nina. And Pearl, and damn, somebody said orphan best friend. But look, catch this, right? I want to see the real women. I want to see the real women like, yeah, nah, man, it's already hard for a black man, right? And I want to see if women go cater to, she's a woman. Man, there's some gang of bras right now locked up in Chowchilla and all that other shit. So I think she deserved to go to jail too. Wrongfully accusing that man, you know, that was just foul. That's foul. Took that man's career. He lost time. He lost money. You know what I'm saying? All that crazy shit. He was away from his kids. I believe she can go do a year or two in jail too, man. So, you know, I'm campaigning for that shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Put her ass in prison. Yeah, nigga, it's a new day. Let's go.
Should have been taken. It is unite the people's understanding, regular LAPD practice at a crime scene like that. Anybody who's there, the DNA is taken. Another irregularity. Why, at Ms. Harris's police interview, was a non-lawyer non-family member record company executive allowed to participate. Highly irregular situation. Normally, we see cases, strangers are not allowed in these things, but it was in this case. All of these things point to the highly irregular nature of his trial and his conviction. It is our contention that he was wrongly convicted. And while we at first were willing to let the process play out, it is our contention now that if he is not pardoned or released promptly, he may never come out. And that would be the ultimate injustice, is that he gets killed in prison for something he did not do. At this time, I'd like to bring up Mr. Gianno Caldwell, a media member who was working on that op-ed for the New York Post. Thank you.
Thank you, Walter. Good morning. Thank you for coming today. My name is Gianno Caldwell. That is spelled Gianno, Caldwell, Caldwell. I am the founder of the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety at caldwellinstitute.org. I am also a member of the press for almost a decade now. I've been looking into Daystar Peterson's case for almost 6 months now, professionally known as Tory Lanez. And after reviewing the evidence, the reporting, and the legal analysis, I've come to the conclusion that Tory Lanez was railroaded by the former district attorney, George Gascon. He was also wrongly convicted. I believe if Jesus Christ was Tory Lanez's attorney, George Gascon would do whatever in his power to ensure that Tory Lanez lost that case. Tory Lanez's defense team have alleged the withholding of exculpatory evidence, prosecutorial misconduct, among other issues that I was compelled to write an opinion piece for the New York Post. It is true that last week, the New York Post editors reached out to 3 parties, one being George Gascon, Megan Pete's team, and Kelsey Harris. It is also true that Megan's team was the only ones that responded back for that request for comment. I had some glaring questions, and that was the reason for this op-ed. Things didn't make any sense to me, many issues in this case, and I was shocked by the lack of interest from the media to ask very simple questions. There were multiple people with gunshot residue on their hands that night. Why didn't all individuals have the residue tested, their DNA tested on the weapon? That's a legitimate question. According to the prosecution, Tory was excluded from the clip of the gun. And according to Tory's defense team, they said DNA analysis showed that there was a 0.01% chance that Tory touched the actual gun itself. Another piece that stood out to me, the call that the prosecution alleged Tory made confessing to a crime. I listened to that call. I'm sure many of you have as well. I didn't hear a confession. But what really shocked me about it is if my best friend was shot maliciously by someone just 2 or 3 hours before, I wouldn't have answered the call, or if I did, I wouldn't calmly have a conversation with the individual of it. And certainly I would ask, why did you shoot my friend? And more importantly, I would never have given you my current location out of fear of you finishing the job. That was something that stood out to me. I also, in my op-ed, discussed Kelsey Harris pleading the Fifth Amendment. She wasn't accused of anything by Megan Pete or the police, and to my knowledge, she wasn't under any investigation. So why plead the Fifth?
Right.
What also shocked me is the prosecution gave her immunity. For what? What did she do? Is there an allegation of her doing something?
Yeah. Come on, man. You could easily tell, man. Come on. It was no point of giving her immunity. Y'all absolutely right. What point? Why would you give immunity to what? What crime did she create? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That boy was railroad, man. This is clear as day at this point, man. It's no point of sitting there letting that boy sit up in them in one of them dirty ass hospitals and shit. Let that nigga get to a real hospital because he still can die at this point. You see what I'm saying? He still any type of complications can cause, you know, serious injuries and he could fatally die. So I look at the game like this, homie. What was the point of giving? How do you plead the fifth? If you was just a witness, what are you pleading the fifth for? And how do you get immunity of what are they immune to? What would help me understand? What were you getting immunity from if you was just a innocent bystander? You was a witness. How do a witness get immunity? You see how the justice system works? I really feel like this, man. It ain't no, I don't listen to her shit. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I don't, man. You know, when nigga in their 40s, they don't even listen to killer music. No, I be telling my kids and shit, turn that killer shit down a little bit, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Turn it down, baby. But nah, man. Dad, you used to kill people. No, the fuck I didn't. Don't you ever talk like that. Nah, man. This is finna be an uproar. Y'all gotta understand something, man. This is the part where y'all about to see how people start lashing back at the justice system. You know what I'm saying? This is going to potentially open up, you know what I'm saying, a lot of other cases too, because we know the system is not perfect. It's flaws in the system. They don't always get it right, but it's a lot of people who've been in prison and they always come home with a bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long exactly have Tory Lanez been in prison? Do anybody know in the chat? How long exactly do y'all know? It's finna be over, man. Let's go.
I'm not aware of that. Maybe some of you can answer that question today. During the time of trial, George Gascon, just to take you back to where we were at that particular point, he had just barely won a recall attempt. He lost support in many key demographics of voters. Crime was up in Los Angeles County. And this case would have been a silver bullet for him potentially winning. His policies obviously were bad and people were harmed. So that didn't happen, and thank God it didn't happen. At the heart of this injustice is the misuse of gun enhancement charges, a sentencing tool intended for the most dangerous and violent offenders. In Tory Lanez's case, these enhancements were not supported by evidence. But George Gascon, interestingly enough, who is someone who regularly would drop enhancements or not recommend them, chose to provide enhancements to Tory. And in his case, in any given situation, according to legal analysts I've spoken with, he would do 1 or 3 years if he did it without the enhancement. That's interesting. Why did George Gascon choose to pursue these enhancements? You know, there's cases I've been looking through which George Gascon has pursued, many in which he utilized these enhancements. A couple come to mind that I would like to reference here. One, Raymond Danger Gonzalez, a Mexican mafia gang member involved in a premeditated murder of 2 young men in 2017. Despite the brutality of the crime, Gascon didn't recommend enhancements. You premeditated murdered a teenager and another individual, brutal crime. Why would you recommend enhancements, but you would recommend them for Tory? That doesn't make a lot of sense. He also didn't pursue sentencing enhancements for the senseless murder of General Hospital actor Johnny Victor in Los Angeles in 2024. There's a lot of issues with this case. Many, I think, that the media should be pursuing all angles of it. We should not allow there to be unanswered questions. We should pursue open questions without fear or favor to anyone. That includes Mr. Tory Lanez. In his letter from the Birmingham jail, Dr. Martin Luther King wrote, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere."
Cut one channel.
If we take those words seriously, we must act when injustice is allowed to fester in plain sight. I founded the Caldwell Institute for Public Safety after my innocent teenage brother was murdered in Chicago on June 24, 2022. I stand firmly for public safety, for victims' rights, and for holding criminals accountable. But justice also demands that we protect the innocent and stand against politically motivated prosecutions. This is what I believe to happen here. When we imprison the innocent, while violent offenders walk free, which is what Judge Gascon has often done, we undermine the very foundation of our legal system. Mr. Peterson was never given a fair trial, free from bias, political interference, and media-driven pressure. His continued incarceration erodes public trust and diverts focus from the real work of keeping our community safe. Further, while incarcerated, Mr. Peterson was recently stabbed in prison, as many of you know, a tragic incident that underscores the urgency of this situation and the risk to his life while this case remains unaddressed. Governor Newsom, I respectfully urge you to issue a pardon for Daystar Peterson, known as Tory Lanez, in a full and impartial
Look, man, we got to start speaking life and to our, to, you know what I mean, just to our real ones, because there's a lot of suckers, a lot of busters, a lot of boosie people in this world. And Megan Thee Stallion, that's some boosie ass shit. You smelling what I'm saying? Like, this right here just shows us, damn, a woman still doing the same shit that's been going on for years, and we need to fix that. I mean, I think our women should want our men on these streets, man. You know what I'm saying, to protect them. We don't know when, you know, this world might turn into a melee. You know what I'm saying? This world can become a melee, and you women go need us men to protect y'all. You know what I'm saying? We better off on the streets with y'all than we is behind them bars, man. And seeing that, I highly recommend this, man. If you're a real man, don't support Megan Thee Stallion music. Straight up. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas too much flaw in that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of other women artists out here that's dope, that's talented. Anytime I see shit like this, man, that's still somebody's son. You know what I'm saying? That's still somebody's son. That's, you know, he's somebody's father. You know what I'm saying? So his children have to worry about their daddy getting stabbed up behind the walls. And like I said, niggas ain't playing with no little pins and shit. They got bone crushers in there. I'm talking about, man, they hitting niggas up in there, niggas screaming. Ah, mama, all that shit. Hey, help. Yeah, nigga blew a hole through your motherfucking liver and shit. Nigga, yeah, got that nigga walking around with in a piss bag out here. Nigga smell like shit. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing to play with. You know, I grew up in the streets, you know what I'm saying? We was shooting shit, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, that was easy to do. But to stab somebody up close and personal, you got to have a real hate. You can't just, I don't know, no nigga. I mean, I ain't the hardest nigga in the world. I don't see me ever stabbing a nigga. It's never that serious. I'm chasing some bread out here. I'm trying to touch some Neil Long money. I'm trying to make sure these kids, when I die, they say, yeah, my daddy left me something behind. Because I feel like if you die and you leave your kids nothing behind, nigga, you ain't shit. And I'm saying it to y'all face. I hope you watching me. Look at me. I don't care who you are, where you from. Nigga, none of that shit. If you die and leave nothing behind for them kids, you ain't shit. I don't nigga like, yeah, man, little low tie, yeah, little cornbread and hog head, yeah, nigga, that's that real nigga. Man, listen, I mean, when you getting them 40s and shit, nigga, hey, listen, nigga, I'll be like, damn, nigga, money mean everything to know, nigga, them hospital bills and shit, nigga. I just got a fucking bill from the dentist office. That shit was $300. I'm like, shit. All right, let me move this card note to the side. Hey, man, I be going through some real nigga problems, baby. Hey, I nigga over here, nigga, man, I'm paying bills. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about everybody else, but a nigga like me in your 40s, I don't trust a woman to do nothing for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay these bills, I'm gonna live, and I'm gonna be myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be all this fake ass. See, nigga don't realize, man, when you always outside, homie, who's paying those bills? Like, so you mean to tell me, nigga, you outside all day and you got these bills at the house, you ain't paying them motherfuckers? You know what I'm saying? Like, who paying them bills? You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm cool with chilling in the house, paying these bills, this AC on, you know what I'm saying, doing what I was called to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell a nigga like this, nigga, hey, man, hey, make sure, nigga, you do something with your life before you die. Because it's a lot of people that's not gonna do too much shit with their life, man. They go die fast. I made it up here, nigga. I was told I was gonna die at the age of 20. I wouldn't even make past 21. You know what I'm saying? But on that note, man, I got to get up out of here, man. We will do a part 2 to this Tory Lanez, man. I need everybody to like, comment, subscribe, man. It looked like we going down a rabbit hole with Tory Lanez. So all my real ones, make sure y'all pull up, man. We finna get into it. So until then, man, I'll see y'all on the next video. Let's go.
I know how to shoot, I know how to fight. I tell you once, I'll tell you twice. And I'm real discreet, thief in the night. Yeah. If I call you